friends, welcome back to my channel. It's been a hot minute. Today we are actually going to be filming a look together for a little makeup group I'm on. They're doing a New Year's collab and it's gold themed, so the theme is anything gold. And yeah, we're just going to do some gold makeup. I don't really know what I'm going to do yet. Also, having some sensitive skin issues, as you can see. I don't really know what's going on, but we're just gonna try to work around it, you know, skin prep, make sure everything's nice and calm, okay? So I'm gonna gather everything I need. Please grab a snack. As you guys know, tutorials can get kind of long depending on how complicated the look is. So I'm gonna gather everything and then I'll be right back. Anything on my face. This is my Revolution Calming Fixing Spray. This is a key for me in my sensitive skin makeup routine. It takes away my redness after a few minutes normally. We'll see how she does. Don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm pretty low on her actually. I'm gonna need a new one soon, okay? And I just doused my face in this before I put moisturizer or anything on. Sensitive skin girlies, you're going to love this little melatonin lip serum on. I like to put a lip mask or a lip serum on before I do my makeup, so by the time I get to my lips, they're nice and moisturized. This one's from Five Below. I really like it. It's a thicker consistency and it doesn't have a scent, doesn't have a taste. It just feels really nice on my lips, but I don't really want to overdo my skin prep and then my face gets super mad at me or start peeling because of all the moisture. So I'm just going to go straight in with this Essence Skin Loving Sensitive Skin Primer. This is another one that just really helps my skin anytime I find I'm overly sensitive to something. It just really helps soothe everything. And I'm still a little angry, my skin is. I don't know what's going on tonight. While that kind of marinates and we give it some time to sit and to hopefully fully calm down, I'm going to go in and do my brows with my Patrick Ta tinted brow wax. And I'm going to give it a few sprays with my Makeup Revolution Game of Thrones spray. This is the quickest and easiest way to do my brows. I've actually really been liking it lately, which is surprising because typically I don't love tinted brow like soaps or gels like this, because I haven't really loved the fluffy look until this product, and now I feel like I understand it better and I do actually like the look of it better. They're stuck up now and just kind of held in place for the most part. I don't know if you guys remember me getting this, but this was actually a free gift with my Patrick Ta purchase, and that's crazy how something that you can get as a free gift can like eventually become a staple in your routine. It's actually kind of crazy. So what I like to do now is I'm just gonna go in with my NYX brow glue. I'm running out of this one, but no worries. I do have a spare I got for Christmas, and I just kind of like to take and really lay these hairs, especially towards my tail down, because for some reason these hairs are very stubborn back here and they don't like to lay down on their own with just that gel, you know, so I do run this over them to kind of help. And I'm gonna let that dry before we go in with our next step as far as brows. Now was I took a old brush from Claire's. Like, I've probably had this since I was in middle school, but it works perfect, so I still use it. And my REM Beauty Potted Concealer, and I just carved my brows out. That's all I've done. And now I'm gonna take a bit of a fluffier brush. You could also do this with your finger, but I just don't want to get my finger messy, so I'm gonna use this fluffy brush. This is from the Ulta Beauty collection. It's just one of their fluffy eyeshadow brushes. They came in like a kit, I believe. And we're just fluffing that out. This concealer blends out super easily. It's so creamy. I really like it. And I'm just gonna take the excess product towards the front of my brow too, to really just blend that out. Perfect. All right, now I'm not going to use eyeshadow primer as my eye base because I don't think I want to use eyeshadow. I know, right? You guys will see what I'm talking about though. So instead, I'm just gonna take my ColourPop Pretty Fresh concealer. If you guys know me, you know this is one of my favorites. So I think this is my second one, like my second bottle of these. My first one broke and I had to put it in a jar. I did finish it though because I just loved it that much. And then I think I just got that one at the beginning of fall. I believe. I love this concealer though. It's just beautiful. It's so pretty. I am going to set this with a powder when I'm done. I'm taking this big Sonia, I think it's Sonia Kushnak. Is that how you say that? Sonia Kushnak? Not really sure. It's Target brand. The sponge itself was like maybe $7. People call my bluff on that all the time, but when I got it, that's how much it was. Did have an eye boogie, but let's get some powder to set these eyes with. And I'm gonna use my Morphe Ariel little brush. It's the A14 if you're curious and if you have the set. And I'm gonna use my NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop pressed powder. I love this. I'm almost done with this one. This one's in the shade medium, and again, I do have a backup for when I finish it. This will be, I think the next one I open will be my 6th one I've had of these guys, because I just love them. And because I'm not doing eyeshadow, I really do want to make sure I set these bad boys, like the concealer, in place, because I don't want it creasing. What I am going to do though is run a little bit of a bronzer. Take a fluffy P. Louise brush and my bronzer from my Hourglass Elephant palette. Just run that all through my crease. You don't have to be super neat with this step. I'm not going super like dark with it either. Just, you know, placing it everywhere on our crease just for a little bit of color, a little bit of warmth. Nothing crazy. You could also use a cream bronzer for this step. Of course, don't set your eyes and then go in with cream bronzer. Then you're just gonna get a patchy mess. Okay, let me, I don't know, let me look through my drawer and see what I got. I'm still deciding. I am just gonna take my NYX Lift and Snatch brow tint pen and just fill in any sparse areas of my brows. I like to do this now to kind of let my brow soap and brow gel that I had on there really just dry down, because I find if I try to put this on while my brows are still wet or tacky from that, the product just doesn't stick as well. So I do wait until they're dry to go in and apply this, and I use a very light hand with this, because if I find like if I bear down, it will leave crazy harsh lines, and I don't want that on my brows. So I go in very light-handed, and that's what they end up looking like. Super neat. So I have quite a few options for my eyes. I did find my Patrick Ta loose eyeshadow, like a little pigment. This one's in the shade, it's giving rich, and we did use this in the Patrick Ta review. I do love this stuff. I also have this Beauty Enabled and Cinnamon little cake liner palette from the Nubian collection. This one was sent to me in PR in December, and I do love the gold and the red shade, so I think we're definitely going to use the gold. Just trying to look through my options and actually see what I have. I have my Kylie Cosmetics Grinch gold little paint pot, I guess you can call it. Also have this gold glitter from LA Girl. It was from a holiday kit 2 years ago, I think. I haven't used it. Then we also have this little gold pigment we could use. So I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna do, because I actually have no clue. I'll be right back. I do just want to use these little gold pigments on my lid. I've not used them yet, so I'm going to grab a glitter primer. This one's from Profusion, and I'm gonna grab a fluffy brush to apply. Just taking this, I really like this one from Profusion because it has the little wand, like the applicator on it. Place some right there and literally like paint it on where I want it, and then take the rest on the wand, and again you just paint on where you want the glitter. And then I'm just going to take this brush and kind of fluff it out a little bit so it's not so like harsh, you know. Alright, now I'm going to open my pigment. I've not used this before, so I am a little nervous. Don't typically love pigments, but we'll just see how this goes. I'm coating my brush. Oh, okay, it's not really a glitter. It is just a really fine pigment. It's not going to give you like too much color, but it is a really nice shimmer shade. We might actually be able to pull that off as highlighter too. I'm not really sure, but I do like the color. It's very cute. I'm gonna finish applying this and then we're gonna apply that gold liner. I did grab a liner brush and I've got my cake liner palette. I love this. This is my baby. And again, I've got my fixing spray. So we're just gonna give her, come on, 1, 2 spritz. And then I'm just gonna get to running my brush along in the gold. That's how you activate the water liner palette. Now if you mix these colors in here, like if the red bleeds into the gold a little bit, I wouldn't worry too much about it. Just, you know, rub it together until it creates a nice little creamy consistency. And then we're gonna go from the edge of our eye. Depends on how big or small of a wing you want. If you want a small one, do a small one. Me, I like a nice dramatic wing. So that's what we're gonna do. All right, and I really like this brush because it makes it super easy to just drag it along your lash line. I think because I put a powder down, it is kind of becoming a little bit patchy, but don't worry too much about that. The final look, you won't really be able to tell. Just gonna continue to drag it all along until we get down here. I can do my little line. Make it snatched. All right, let's do the same thing on the other eye, and then we'll come back to do something else we could use. About Face sent me a PR package, and we got the Fractal Eye Paint in the shade Apollo Empire. Oh my god, that's beautiful. Because I did do the little cut crease liner there too. I think I might just take that liner brush, go over the little wing liner right here with this, but I don't know, we also might use this at the end. So I'm gonna keep that out. Let's just move right on to our face to keep these glowy golden vibes going. I'm going in with my Charlotte Tilbury. This is new. They sent it to my mom for free. Y'all, what? Anyway, she gave it to me to try. This is shade 3. I'm just gonna take her. I wear shade 3 in the e.l.f. one as well. And I really like this stuff. I will say, okay, it's not as full coverage as the e.l.f. one. It's also not really close in shade to the e.l.f. shade 3. Weirdly enough, I kind of figured they'd be similar vibes, you know? Like, I'll show you. So this is shade 3 in Charlotte Tilbury. You know, they're dupes of each other, so you'd figure if this is 3, then 3 in e.l.f. would be kind of similar. Just feel like e.l.f.'s a bit deeper. Yeah, there's definitely some differences, but I do like them both. I'm just going to use the sponge we used for our eyes to blend this out. It's also, I mean, I don't know, I like really prefer using a brush, so I think that's what I'm going to grab. Just don't really like sponges anymore. Let me grab my P. Louise babies. This is my little P. Louise brush basket. I was supposed to say I can't find my foundation brush, but here she is. I don't know, I really like the way P. Louise brushes distribute product, and I just really overall enjoy using P. Louise brushes. They're cute. They apply the product very easily. Because I used a sponge, I feel like it just kind of soaked up everything over here. I'm just gonna use a little bit more. No biggie. I like pulling some products out of my new product basket when I can to try them. Just gonna get over my piercing. Rub this down the neck a little bit. While I am still pretty red, I feel like the majority of it has calmed down quite a bit, which is good. I literally have no idea what was going on. I have no idea what my dog's barking at. Okay, so I blended that out. Finishing blending it out. I really said I'll be right back because I wanted to find a concealer shade. I didn't end up doing that, so I'm just going to use my Huda Beauty Faux Filter, and I'm going to put a little bit just right here. Oh, I can cover up my redness and kind of snatch my nose, and then let's put a little bit on our chin as well. And then I'm going to grab a cream bronzer and blush. Cream bronzer too. This one's from ColourPop. It's their bronzing stick in the shade Moonstone Beach. I think we used this in the P. Louise one, and actually I've really been enjoying it. So I'm just taking this fluffy little P. Louise angled brush, picking up some of that product, and I'm just going to place it over here. Now it does look a bit scary at first, but once you go in and blend it in, I do feel like it kind of diffuses really nicely on top of everything. So while it may still look a little scary, just give her a moment. I'm gonna finish placing this. Like, that side looks a little better. I feel like I put a little too much over there, but no worries, it all evens out, I promise. I kind of even like to take a little bit on the tip of my nose, and then I'm just gonna take a little bit across my forehead. And now what I'm gonna do, why is there pink pigment on the back of that brush? Oh honey, no, sorry, getting distracted. I'm gonna take the little Charlotte Tilbury brush and just tap over this for a few minutes. Blending. Do you feel like I over blended a little bit over here? Oops. Again, we're gonna put powder on top, so I'm not really worried about it. I do really enjoy this little ColourPop stick. Applying it to a brush and bend your face instead of just straight to your face though, I really enjoy that. We're also going to be using the new e.l.f. Camo Liquid Blush in the shade Dusty Rose. I just did a little review on this on my TikTok. We also used a little bit of it in our P. Louise Advent Calendar review. So I've been trying this for a while. I do really like it. I just cleaned all my brushes too, so they're all nice and clean and about to all be nice and ruined. Well, not all of them. I mean, I have a lot of brushes, and it honestly took about 2 hours for me to clean all of my dirty ones. I do it about once a month, so you know. But because I have so many, you know, I use a lot of my brushes, and yeah, I have a lot. It takes a long time to clean them. Honestly, I really like the color of this e.l.f. blush. I think it's one of the better ones I've tried, and it's very pigmented. I highly recommend a different P. Louise brush. This is what this one looks like, and I'm just tapping out that concealer. I really like to let that concealer sit and kind of, I don't know, let it marinate for a little while. That ColourPop concealer is just so good. Like, baby, she does her own thing. And if you find that it's still pretty liquidy, which is odd because this ColourPop one is usually really, like, it dries pretty quick. Oh my gosh, I'm not using Pretty Fresh. I'm an idiot. That's why I put on Huda. I'm sitting here thinking I'm using my Pretty Fresh. No, I use that on my eyes, sorry. Huda is very thick, so she doesn't have like a quick dry time. So that's why. I'm just gonna tap her out with a sponge really now. Must just be having a bad, like, skin days. I don't know if you guys can see. My eye has decided to start watering for whatever reason. Oh, I don't know what's going on. Sensitive skin girl problems. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I don't think my eyes were ready for the trauma of makeup tonight, obviously. Okay, blending that out. I'm gonna just put a pressed powder under my eyes for now. I'm gonna be really careful because this eye over here is still watering like crazy. Oh my gosh, what is going on? Okay, I'm gonna just take my NYX. I'm clearly trying to finish this. I'm just gonna press it under there, not taking a lot of it. I mean, you can't really grab a lot of it right now anyway. There's not much to grab, but you know, I'm just setting my under eyes. And actually, believe it or not, that did help. Yeah, my eye's not watering anymore. That's crazy. Setting all under here, and I'm even gonna kind of set the tip of my nose. I did drag the concealer up there, and then I'm just gonna set my chin because I did put concealer there, and I'm also gonna set up here because I tend to get really kind of oily up there now. And then the rest of my face, I'm gonna grab a fluffy brush, and I'm going to take my Essence 16 Hour Wear Powder Foundation. And I'm just not, I'm not taking a lot, I'm just taking a little bit and tapping over the rest of my face. This face powder foundation doesn't really take a lot of the shine away. As you can see, I'm really keeping my glow over here because I'm not like piling it on. At the same time, I don't like my face to feel sticky, so I need something, you know? But I really like the look of how everything's coming together so far. Before I do anything else, I do think I want to take this paint on that same little liner brush we used and kind of just go over my wing a little bit with it. It's a very thick paint. I don't know if it will work layering it. I do know the water activated liner palette you can layer pretty well. Don't know about this though. So we'll see. Oh yeah, she's glittery. Okay, I'm actually just gonna put it on the outer wing. We're gonna have lashes on anyway, so if I put it on my lash line, I don't really feel like you'd see it that well. I don't feel like it matters, you know? So I'm just putting it right here, and then I'm just gonna kind of blend it into my lash line. And I am gonna take it up top. Doesn't make much of a difference. I mean, I feel like it just, you know, adds a little bit of glitter, but oh wow, I love that. Okay, adding a little bit more actually seems to layer very well, and it just adds such a pretty sparkle to the eyes. I really like that. I get my bottom lash line done, and I have quite a few new palettes, but I think the one I want to use for the bottom lash line, again, I'm just going in with some matte, so it doesn't really matter. But I'm going to take my ColourPop 1111 palette. I got this with a gift card. I really like these tones in here. I think it's supposed to be like a dupe for the Makeup by Mario palette or something. I don't know, but I'm just going to take this shade right here. It's called Right Path, and it's got a beautiful little angel wing on it. So cute. And I'm going to take a little smudgy brush and just run that very lightly along my lash line. Nothing too harsh, just for, you know, a little bit of color down there. The amount of color that added. I'm gonna take just a little bit of a more fluffy brush and just really fluff that color out. There's no pigment on this brush. I'm just using it to, you know, blend. All right, I do kind of want to take a little bit more liner, and I kind of wanted to do something like a liner underneath here as well, but I feel like that would be too much, so I'm just gonna skip for now. I am gonna take a face palette and do our face. So I want to use this for bronzer. It's the Friends Revolution Central Park bronzer palette and like a contour palette. I'm just gonna take, gosh, what brush do I want to use? I'm just gonna take this one right here, little fluffy brush, and I'm gonna go into the shade Chai down here. I feel like there's something in my eye. I'm gonna mix a little bit of macchiato. Really like these powders. This was at Marshall's, y'all. Love Marshall's. Yep, just tap and blend. Really whatever like you find works for you. I like to do a little bit of both on myself because I know that my makeup is still gonna be fine. It's not really gonna look patchy. But if you do like sit there and straight up swipe, you will probably find that it is gonna go a bit patchy if you go heavy-handed. I do like to tap across my forehead though and then blend. I feel like the jawline is just a given, you know? These highlighters in here also are very blinding. Of course, that's not gonna work on me, but these two actually look, oops. Those two actually look very nice on me. That's not what we're gonna be using today though, but I really do enjoy those two. I wanna contour my nose just a little bit more. So I'm gonna take those same two shades and just go over it. Perfect. I don't know what it is. I really like that whole bronzed nose thing. It's just for me, I guess. Blush, sticking with the whole gold theme. I really haven't been doing that this whole time, but I want to do it now. This is my Sparky Cat HBIC palette. I just want to take this top shade here called Soft Blush and use that as my blush. So this is the brush from P. Louise I want to take. It's just, I mean, it is what it says. It is a soft baby pink blush. It is one of my favorite everyday blushes though. If you were to look up close to it, you could definitely see all my little brush trees in there. It's one of my go-tos. And funny enough, I should have used this for bronzer too, but whenever I get asked what bronzer I'm using in my videos, it's always this one. It never fails. I'm always wearing this. The caramel contour in here is really warm. It's fantastic. The perfect bronzer shade for me. I didn't really want to over blush. I didn't want anything crazily pigmented. Again, I just wanted what that says, a soft blush, because that's the vibe I'm going for. That is my everyday face palette, that and the Physicians Formula All-Stars. They're just phenomenal. Spray my face with a fixing spray. Be very careful if you use water-activated liners and you're gonna spray your face, baby. You better not soak, okay? Because that water-activated liner will come running down your face. It is water-activated, okay? So I'm gonna use my Game of Thrones Revolution one and just spray a few times. I usually go very heavy-handed because I like to really melt the powders together. Not today. It's not the day, okay? That's it. That's it. If you overdo it, I promise you, you will regret it. Obviously, I've made that mistake before, okay? So it is highlighter time. And I have to find what highlighter I want to use because this is truly a struggle. But I think I know a few that I want to grab. Grabbed a couple. I feel like the first and obvious choice was the SpongeBob highlighter one. I did just declutter my Fenty Kilowatt to keep this one. My Fenty Trophy Wife, just to me, was more glittery than anything. This one's a bit more of a true gold and it still has that glitter finish to it. So yeah, this is what we're using for face highlight. I mean, come on. And it is very pigmented. I realize it might look a little bit crazy, but I'm doing it for a video, you know, so in the video it's going to capture really well. And I mean, it's for a TikTok, you know, don't come for me in the comments or anything. I know it's a true gold, but it's supposed to be New Year's Eve makeup. It's supposed to be festive and fun, and I do think I want to put this on my inner corners as well. So let me grab a little brush for that. I really love this highlighter. I mean, to me it was like an exact dupe for the Fenty one, except like I said, it's more pigmented versus the Fenty one just had more glitter, I feel like. This one was spot on and better in my opinion. So I decluttered the Fenty one and gave it to my cousin. I think she took it. Honestly, I have like 5 highlighters though, so I just didn't feel the need at the time to keep all of them. And then the other ones I grabbed, I just put that one back. I also grabbed ABH Amrezy. You know, might put that on my forehead. But then I also grabbed this Soul Body one, which is ColourPop's little sister brand in the shade Catwalk, because it is a pink with like gold sheen to it, but I don't think we'll use that one. I think I just want to take my ABH one kind of on my forehead and maybe melt it into the cheekbone. But like, look, it just gives a beautiful kind of shimmer to the skin. We'll try to melt it into that one as well. This one's very old. If you know, watched makeup tutorials back in like 2016 to 2018, you know how old this one is. But I still just love the glow it gives to the skin. I still use it all the time because it's just perfect. Just curling my lashes. I do have 2 new options for mascara. The About Face one that was sent to me in PR, and then I think my mom bought the Damn Girl from mascara from Too Faced. Oh my gosh, can I speak? I just don't think she loved it, so she gave it to me to try. I'm gonna be honest, I really like both of these. I love the Too Faced one. It's got a really huge wand on it. I also really like the About Face one. So I think we'll try the About Face one today. I've used them both. I really enjoy them both. But I think today we'll use the About Face one. I mean, look at that. I really feel like this could be a competitor with my favorite mascara from Polite Society. I feel like they do pretty much the same thing. That's what I did on my top lashes. Am I missing some over here? I must be. That's crazy. How am I missing eyelashes? Because there's like a huge gap. Anyway, I do apologize for not uploading more frequently. Lately, I found myself in a little bit of a makeup rut, just not wanting to do anything colorful or creative. I entered 2024 as a neutral girly, and I hate that. Honestly, I hate that for myself. The last 5 palettes I've purchased or have been gifted have been neutral palettes, and that's not me. So I'm trying to do better. That's why I wanted to do this video. The due date for this collab is Wednesday and it's Monday night. I've had the whole month to do this, and I mean, I don't have to. It's open to anybody, you know, like you don't have to say if you're participating or not. But I really wanted to, like, this is my first time like participating, and I just wanted to do it. I thought it would be fun. I do have another one for a different group that I have to do, so we'll come live and do it, but I can't say that one's for a collab, so I'll have to just say we're doing this look together because, you know, the rules on that one are a bit different. But yeah, let me just get some lashes. Dig through my lash drawer, and I think I want to use my Lily lashes from Sephora. Again, these were gifted to me a couple years back. Sephora sent them over. They sent 2 pairs over. I think the other one was 34th Street. Decluttered 34th Street and decided to keep these, so I'm just gonna pop these on. So I did just decide to try these on. I'm glad I did, because if you can can't talk, if you can see, if I were to wear these, unless I were to like completely close my eye, you wouldn't even be able to see the wing, because with my eyes open these lashes are just so big. I'm gonna opt for a half lash. These are Ioni halfling lashes. Why can I not talk? These are the style Aquarius. I've already worn these once. I really enjoyed these, so I'm just going to get these out, kind of bend them so they'll curl, and then we will figure out what kind of lips we want to do, and if we want to do any other like finishing touches or details. I thought I was done with this little liner palette, but I guess not. I've kind of decided, like up near my temples, I kind of want to draw like a star and some dots around it. Don't ask me why. I thought it would be cute and festive, okay? I'm using the same liner brush we've been using, girl. I'm not dirtying up more brushes. Yeah, giving the palette a couple more sprays. And I'm just gonna go in and mixy until we get a creamy consistency. Yeah, this is a bit tedious. I've not put the lashes on because, like I said, they're bending to dry. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take and draw a line. Okay, and then I'm going to take and draw another line. Congratulations, you have a T. I'm going to make it actually a bit longer up top. So what I'm going to do is just take and connect. And connect. 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 Then fill her in. Elongate if you have to. Correct it if you have to. And I'm definitely gonna have to. I am not perfect by any means, okay? That's really cute, right? Now I'm taking the back of a smaller brush. This is another liner brush. I'm just taking the back of it though, and I'm just dipping it in. And then we're gonna kind of just start dotting in some cute little places. Doesn't have to be perfect. They're not even gonna be that visible from the camera, I feel like, but you know, I just wanted some cute dots. So here we are, making cute dots. I was gonna do like a cute little firework eyeliner moment, but in my head, I didn't really know how to make that work out, you know, so I didn't. Kind of glad I didn't, because I don't want to try to like do it and then the execution just not be there. But you know, I've decided yet again I want to do something, so I'm just gonna take my liner brush, and yeah, now we've got like a super creamy consistency. I just want to take it and put it like right here, okay, on the front part of my lower lash line, just to kind of meet where my mascara starts. Actually, if I do it like this, oh yeah, much easier. Oh, look at that. You can get it in your waterline too. Oh, super cute. I love it. Okay, I think I'm officially done with this. I need to stop before I decide to do more and then just get mad at myself, okay? So, wipe that last little bit of lip mask off. I'm gonna grab a lip liner. I think the one I want to use is my Morphe Sweet Tea. If I could find it. It's one of my favorites. Actually, you know what? I'll just use my Patrick Ta. Haven't used this one in a hot minute. This is the Precision Lip Pencil in Oh She's Single. It's one of those fancy ones you gotta kind of click it up. And it's really easy to outline because of the angle. I like to overline just a tidbit. You know, if we overline completely and go ham, it's just gonna look wild. And I know the overlining trend is huge on TikTok. You might think, let me try it myself. I beg of you, please be careful though, because if you go out in public like that and then you look to the side, people are going to be able to tell where your natural lips are because of the like plumpness. And if there's a flat line above the plump part, they're going to know that's not your lip. And people tend to, you know, make fun of it. Like if you read the comments on TikTok, people get made fun of for that, and I don't want anybody going through that. Like, honestly, if you like to overline your lips like that, more power to you. I'm just warning you. Okay, I'm just warning you. People can tell your lips are not that big. Alright, yeah. I really like this liner. Why haven't I used it more? Did I just squish it? No. I was so worried I squished it. Okay. Now, I want to put this little e.l.f. Jen Atkin lip duo in the center. This lipstick is a couple years old, but it's still just so creamy and I really love it. Don't worry, I do have a gold gloss we're going to put on top of it, okay? Let's try these lashes on and see if they are any better than the last pair. I have high hopes for half lashes. I'm just gonna say it. Much better. Yep. I'm gonna pop these on really quick. Perfection. Now, children, I would like to know which one of you put my Too Faced Pillow Talk Bombs in my lip gloss drawer. Which one of you did it? Why are they not with my lip balms? Why would you do that to me? Okay. Anyway, we have Too Faced Melted Gold Lip Gloss to put on top of this. Don't ask me how old this is because you don't want to know. You don't want to know, okay? Yeah, one of my favorites though. And she's going to do that crazy thing where like she just dissolves into the air. Have y'all seen that? Like they'll just start bubbling up and lifting. Anyway. Hello. I used to wear this all the time. I would get so many compliments on it. I'm keeping her out. I am keeping her out. Gosh, I love that. Here's what we're looking like so far. I'm gonna go throw on a hair crown and I'll be right back. Here's what the finished look is looking like. Crown of the night, I'm not gonna say day because it's nighttime, is Armani from Chelsea Smith. She's the OG. I don't know what her color is. I think she might be cool blonde. I don't really know. I just know she was like the first one she came out with. So yeah, this is everything. I'm gonna go film some TikToks. I'll be back in my jammies. The same makeup look probably to film some more videos right after this. So I will see you guys really soon. Thanks for watching.